Hey, what's up? It is DJ. Happy mod time to you. Happy Thanksgiving to you. And happy mod day. Oh man, again, I guess for the second time, we got 30 mods to take a look at, and it is a very, very cool day. All platforms got 10 new and 20 updates, and that's it. We got neat stuff, including Pallet Autoload. It is here from Chris S. and Riley S. It is so simple. You just drive past the pallet and it picks it up. That's it. I'm going to show you how to use it first, so let's jump right in. Ladies and gentlemen, Pallet Autoload is here. We have the pallet silo with autoload trailers from Chris S. and Riley S. I mean, who else? These are available as a mod pack as well as in the Placeable section. What we've got is we've got some different trailers with different capacity options and different customizations, of course. The two smaller trailers will either hold 1 or 3 different types of things, and they hold between, well, here you can see between 30 and 150,000. This one holds between 4,000 and 150,000, but it's also a tipper, so that's why it says that. And then the large one, the Profile, this will hold 4 different types, up to either 1 or 4, so you don't have to mix and match if you don't want to, between 60 and 250,000 liters in there. What we're looking for is up at the top left-hand setup. So we have the Pallet Autoload Standard, and then we have the Pallet Autoload Unrealistic. That's going to give us between, what is that, 30 and 100,000 liters. And then you can go over to the multi-type, and the multi-type, that is where you're going to get the extra. And the multi-type gives you between 30 and 150,000. So there is that. We also have options for just bell trailer if you wanted to go with that. We have the standard tipper, 4,000 liters or 8,000 liters respectively. I think, no offense, Chris Riley, guys dropped the ball here. This could have easily been 18 million liters. I don't know why we didn't do that. Waste of a trailer. I'm playing, man. Y'all know I'm just giving you crap. I love it. I love it. I love the Midas tires as well as the BKTs on there. And of course, we can go with that camo, which is what I'm going to have on there all the time. Then we have a custom trailer right here, the container trailer. Check this thing out. We are going to see the exact same things up here at the top. So you've got the auto loading standard or unrealistic, and then you can do multi-type and multi-type unrealistic as well. Capacity options are going to be exactly the same as the Metaltech trailer, or the FarmTech, sorry. And we do have a couple other things here. Of course, wheel brands. Then we also have brands for the trailer. This is neat. So you got your Case IH, CLAAS, Doisfar, got some good stuff in here. We've even got JCB on here, so if you wanted to utilize this trailer, I don't know, maybe with the new DLC we got, it does have a hitch on the back of it as well, so you can hook up a couple of these together. And all kinds of stuff. Even Mercedes-Benz in there? Let's go, dude. Yeah, all right. Very cool indeed. Of course, you can do their camouflage on there. Now, we've got the Chrome Profile. This is the one that holds 4. And up at the top left, holy cow. So we have a 60,000 capacity by itself, 250 with all full capacity. Then the Autoload Multi setup, 60, which is going to be 15 of each. And then you've got the Multi Open full setup. Goodness gracious, that is the one to go for. That's also important to know that if you go with any of the unrealistic capacities, it doesn't cost you extra money. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So you do have different setups here as well for the different tire options. And then the designs, these are just going to be the ones that are in the base game. This is the current trailer that Giants runs right now. They've got 2 of them. So if you wanted to use the one that they have, well, there you go. Or, of course, you can run the camo. Now, it is worth mentioning that if you don't have Yoast Modding's liftable pallets and bells mod, it'll still work. It'll still work fine. But it is recommended to utilize that mod because it just makes things a whole lot easier. I have his mod installed, so everything I've got works perfectly. Now, here's another thing. Up here at the top, you can see I've got no setup whatsoever. All I've got is tip side sets and then unload here. That's it. There is no button that you hit to load and unload this stuff. It just kind of loads up. Look at that. I just loaded all of that. Unfortunately, I also loaded all of that into 2 of the sections that this will do. Now, there is an update coming out where it's got 3 sections total here. This just loaded into 2, the front and the middle. So that means that the eggs have nowhere to go but the back section. Again, not hitting anything. It just loads them up. So it also should tell me that over here, this, what is it, the honey? I don't remember what I had here. Yeah, raw honey. That's not going to load up. And you don't really have a lot of control over which area it goes in. But I have talked to Chris, and he did say that there is an update with Giants to fix this. As a matter of fact, that was supposed to already be with the launch version. However, the mod was ready to go a little bit earlier than expected. Now, what about the placeables? So if we jump over to silos, in here we've got a new silo, the pallet silo. This pallet silo will load up your pallets, and you can change it up with the different gratings and things like that so that you can set it up. And it doesn't work like a distribution center like a lot of them do. It's simply a silo. That's it. So we've got just this regular silo here. As a matter of fact, I've already got some bread, butter, and flour in here, and it has a 5 million liter capacity. Here's all 4 of the combinations that you could do. So you've got your standard set there, and then one side is open while the other side is a grate or not, or you could just do everything. This one probably makes the most sense for pallets, just to be completely honest with you guys. But yeah, anything that's pallet can be stored in there. For example, right here, we've got cake and eggs. I'm going to set up the tip side for front. So we're going to come over here. We'll get a trigger, just like a tipper, We'll click the unload. All right, I'm going to go tip side middle, unload the rest of the cake, and then tip side back, just like we would as well. There's another trailer that you're like, do we already have something like that? We do. Where is it? It's a semi-trailer, isn't it? Yeah. This guy right here. So this, and I believe the Load King as well, has a triple set, front, middle, and back. It's exactly the same. So really, if you want a pallet, so we got all this honey over here. We're just driving right past it, dude. We're just gonna drive right past it, right there. Boom. That's it. All I did was just pull right beside it, and it loaded it up for me. Now let's say I need to go sell this. Well, I've got Schultzmonic Sell Everything mod right here. This is set up the correct way to be sold. So we can see we've got the dump honey trigger down at the very bottom. There are other things in the game, like the base game productions, for example, don't work like this. So they are not set up for selling pallets in this state. However, there's a lot of placeables that I understand that are like that. But if you just want to sell stuff and be done with it, make the most money, I still recommend Schultzmonic Sell Everything Station over anything else, and I have since Farming Simulator 22. So there you go. I don't really know what else to tell you, dude. It's pretty simple. It doesn't work with Highlands Fishing pallets yet, but it will eventually. So think about this. It's not... Oh, yeah. And how do we get stuff out of the silo? We just pull right up to it, click the button, and say flour. Cool. And it loads the flour, doesn't it? Sure does. That's it. That's quite literally all you got to do is just click the button. What else do we want? We want, oh gosh, there's so much stuff in here. Yeah, you can load up every pallet that's in the base game. I don't even remember what I put in here. Oh, of course I put bread in here. Let's go ahead and load that up too. There you go. So this makes things super easy. Like I said, we've got pallets of, or not pallets, but setups of 3 here. If you go with the container, it's also 3. This one's 4. But yeah, think of it less like a Pallet Autoload. Most people, when they think Pallet Autoload, at least on console, they're probably thinking more like Universal Autoload. And Universal Autoload is cool, but that's not the way this works. As you can see, we can't really see the pallets. All we can see on the back are these big crates. And that's how this works. And everything that's in those crates, well, technically is like a... I don't know, man. What, did I get 210,000 for that? Sweet. Everything in here is like a bulk material. It's like you're selling wheat or barley rolling up. That's it. It's very simple. I've also been told that the mod description should be getting updated for this mod as well. I don't think that the entire mod description was included. I think there were a couple parts that were not included. Maybe didn't get copy and pasted over. I don't think it's on Chris's side. I think it was on Giants QA side. Again, I could be mistaken, but that's the information that I've got currently. So if you're checking out this mod and you checked it out earlier and it was a little confusing, maybe go back, see if the mod description has been adjusted and added to, and it may be a little bit easier. But hopefully I made it very simple. You get the trailer, you find the capacity option that you want, and then you go find some pallets and load them up. That's all we gotta do. Now here's a fun one. For those of you guys that are on PC, if you're wanting to utilize this, well, there are some kind of fun things to it. So what we'll do is, let's see, we'll open up the cover. There we go. And if you go into Power Tools or if you go into your Easy Dev settings, you are able to come in here and you've got all different sets of your trailer setups. Basically, I think this is like 4 trailers. So we can load these up by like on your own lonesome. This is what I was doing earlier. So you don't have to go about this and one way or the other. Boom, boom. Let's see. Let's do some more. There you go. Super random. We have rope, paper roll, cheese, and flour all in there, ready to go. That's it. That's so awesome. And then we also have the front, middle, and back for this. So just be aware of that. The 2 middle sections both just say middle. I may talk to Chris and see if we can do like middle 1, middle 2, you know, something like that. I don't know. Either way, very cool, very awesome. What do you guys think? I mean, it is probably not Pallet Autoload the way you want, but it ain't gonna get no better than this, especially for crossplay compatibility. So real quick, I'm sitting here chit-chatting with Chris, and he's like, hey, go check and see if that works real quick on the new map. So I was like, all right, I got you, dude, I got you. So I have Yoast Modding's new pallet mod. So we've got all of the pallets which look the same, but are supposed to not work. Yeah, I don't know if his pallets don't work. Maybe? Yeah, nothing seems to be loading. The base game, oh, hang on a minute. Wait a minute. Big Stones worked. And hang on, what is this? Fish food's got a little bit out of the bottom like it wanted to work. But did it? No? Oh my goodness, fish food works. Hey, I just had to come at it at a different angle. Okay, so this is working. That's so we got big stones, fish food. Here's coal. I don't think coal works. But previously we just had to back out and then pull back in again. It's kind of like when you've got like a door trigger and another trigger where they just don't want to work together. So we got big stones, we got fish food. Doesn't look like the fish themselves, so maybe some pallets will work, but not all pallets. The great thing is fish food works. So that is a big deal. Next up, another cool mod. This is the JCB Fastrac module attachment. So these go on the back of the JCBs from Ross in Mods, the ones that have the modules anyway. These are pretty sweet. So we got a tipper setup, a tank setup, and then we've got a flatbed setup. So the flatbed's going to have your straps on it. The tipper holds 1,500 liters, but I definitely plan on modding one. And then we've got a tank setup, which is 1,500 liters as well. As you can see down at the very bottom, it is going to hold all of the things, and it holds your liquids as well. Yes, even onions. So you've got your TMR, you've got all that good stuff through there. You've got your milks and stuff. Now we do have cow's milk and buffalo milk. I didn't see any goat's milk over there. I think that has to be added separately via a separate line of code. Maybe we could see that in the future. So what is it going to work with? Well, currently it works with this Fastrac 3000 series right there. There's that. And is 4000. This is the Icon 4000 right here. These are very, very easy to just grab a hold and go. So let's see, we got our tipper version right here. I'm just going to use that with the 3000 here, which is a little tight on the cornering, but it is what it is. Back it up, boom, perfect. Now we have a tipper, low capacity, but it's still a tipper. Stuff like this I think is fantastic for running chickens, things like that. That's pretty sweet. So actually I saw a picture and Ross used the tank as an extension for spraying, which I guess would work perfectly fine. So we'll go in here, let's see. We will do all of the above. So there we go. We'll set it up with a liquid fertilizer. Hook up to the tank in the back. I think it's still set up. Let's see. Liquid fertilizer. There we go. Now we got a 2,700 liter capacity for liquid fertilizer. And we'll hook up to the tank in the front right here. And we'll give it a little bit more. There we go, 4,200 liters. I mean, I did choose the low end bottle here, but 4,220 is one of the engines. You run 4,200 liters right here. That is such a neat setup. It's so different and so just super cool. I've never seen anything like this before, and I feel like this is realistic, right? I assume they've got stuff like this in real life. Ross is very well known for doing quite realistic things for his mods. And I imagine this is no different. I mean, look at that. That looks so cool on the back of that. I'm feeding chickens with this thing. You better watch out. Next on our list of goodies, we have the CLAAS TORION 639. This bad boy is a front loader. It was in the base game Farming Simulator 22, which means, yes, it is a Spano modding mod. I didn't think we were seeing too many of these, but the rest of them, I guess, are going through testing currently. We do have a couple different wheel options to choose from. Always nice to see that. Plus, we have some dual fronts, which is great. Now, we don't have duals all the way around. That would be pretty sweet, but it's just not available, unfortunately. 68 horsepower, got a variable transmission, 50 liters fuel, 12 miles an hour max speed, weighs 6 tons. Beacons, left, right, both, or none. Window tinting, 0 to 100 in increments of 25, and then we have colors for all of the things. Again, don't forget, this is a front loader, so it's going to be running with all of the front loader tools. Next up, we got the Agrisem Agro Mulch and Disco Mulch Pakaruski. It's not Paskaruski, but the rest of it was correct. So what do we got on here? Well, we got some pretty interesting things on here. This bad boy right now is disc harrow used for shallow cultivation, but it also says that it's got the little mulchy bit there too. So with this, we can set it up where we've either got a 3 meter, 4 meter, 6 meter, and then we have trailed 4, 6, and back to our regular 3. And then if we go over here with this one right here, we can actually, I think this is the, well, they both say disc harrow, but this is a cultivator. So you can set this one up, boom, boom, and then you got the trailed versions here as well. Not too shabby. Then we get into the Metaltech DBL. This is from Matt26, and this is a throwback. So if you ever played Farming Simulator 17, maybe 15 as well, but definitely 17, this has been a mod pack ever since. We actually saw a great version of this pack back in 22, and it's even better in 25. I'm super excited to see this. So if you got any like old school, like, man, I remember Farm Sim 17 doing this with the Metaltech pack, the Metaltech trailers. Well, you can make the ones here. We have the 8, which is 12,000. We can go up to the DBL 10, which will give you 15,000. We got a 17.5 build trailer down at the bottom, and then back to reality. Big fan of the 12, so we'll take a look at that. Wheel brands, you've got your Continental set. We have a nice Lizard set, Trelleborg as well. And then we have standards and some Junkie Boy tires, which is always nice to see those. Thatcher, this is going to be an addition, but it will pop up. So you can put it on there, but you do have to pay for it. I appreciate that. And then you can also add the cover as well, which is great. And you've got all the strings hanging down around the sides. And of course, you've got all of your color options. And that's it. It's a pretty simple pack, but it's kind of nostalgic. I'm so happy to see this pack. Next up, we got the Grimme MultiRH 60. Now, in the game, this piece of equipment will palletize things like potatoes and sugar beets. However, this one has been modified. You see the onions right there? Now, unfortunately, mine's not going to palletize onions for me today. And the reason for that is because I don't have the DLC installed, which is unfortunate. But the good thing is, we know that it works, so that's good. That's all you really need to know. But basically, this will go in and it'll make pallets of onions for you. So pretty cool. You've heard of these self-made Baleforks probably a lot. Well, get ready for the one that mixes it up. The Balefork Selfmade. Oh, yeah. Weighs about a half ton by itself and hooks up to front loaders. No customization options. Another super awesome mod, the fish food production from BB Mods. Yeah. It's a good day when you get both BB Mods and Chris and Riley in the same video. Love it. Oh, yeah. Ross was here too, and Matt. Oh, man, what a day. What a day. So this will make use of fishy foods. Now, obviously, you're not going to be making fishy foods unless you have the Highlands Fishing installed. So there is that. And you may notice here, none of it's showing up because I was an idiot and forgot to enable the DLC. I told you. There we go. That's what it's supposed to look like. We got the fish food in oats, sorghum, and wheat. Now, what does that mean? Well, inputs are going to be canola, oats, olives, sorghum, soybeans, sunflowers, and wheat. And we could choose which one of these we want to go for. So oats, for example, is oats, soybeans, sunflowers. The sorghum one is sorghum, soybeans, and olives. And the last one is wheat, soybeans, and canola. So you're going to have different inputs, and you're going to have all 100 outputs. So it just kind of depends on what you've got, what you want to put in, that kind of thing. You know, you've got like an oat, or to say an oat, you've got basically your grain, you got the soy, and then you've got the oil. So that's pretty neat. Also, what they've tried to do is take everything that you would normally put into fish food into the base game in Kinlag and make it to where it's all in here. So like, for example, you've got your oil bit in here, you've got the grain mill in here as well, and of course delivering soybeans. So that is very cool. And in the very, very back, click it, click it, click it, click it, and that's it. Drop everything right here. It is a kind of a small input spot, but should be good to go. And then all the pallets will spawn inside, so be ready for that. Make sure you got liftable Highlands pallets turned on, and you won't have to worry about a thing. Next to last new for all platforms, you got the grain storage. This costs 45,000 bucks, and they say it's perfect for grain and machinery. One button opens both sides, and then we have a split right down the middle, so you'll be able to store whatever you want in here. Again, you can store things like your grains, so that's very, very cool. I apologize to anything that looks like a low frame rate. OBS is fighting with me today. We're not in good moods together. But nonetheless, there you go. A beautiful, beautiful building. Love the windows at the very, very top. And then, of course, if you wanted to, change up the colors. Oh, bam. Did I just go red to red? Come on, DJ. Get it together, man. Let's go like blue. Ooh, blue looks good. Yeah. Put that there. And lastly today, get ready for the first map that I think has included a boat. It's Barehaven. This is a map by Squiggles, and it is fun. Look at this boat, dude. It is killing it right now. Now, the boat is very interesting because it is a car, so you can actually raise it up and lower it kind of however you want, but the ocean is all the same level. So you could just kind of put it at whatever level you want and you're good. It is a car. It comes flat, so like it is just straight onto the ground like that whenever you buy it, but you can get it, raise it up, just put it at the right height, but as you can see, the ocean is flat. It's so neat. Like, this is pretty much the way PC mods do it, unfortunately. And you know what? This is pretty cool. There's also a thing right here. I know we haven't actually gone into the map, but it's got some really neat features, so I feel like these are kind of important. It has a couple buoys, and we have a thing that's like start fishing. Look at this. Look at this. We got tuna fish. And we can take these tuna fish back, and we can sell them. You can also accidentally unload the diesel that comes with it, too. So be careful. There's two of these points. There's one at the top and one at the bottom. We're at the one at the bottom right now. The map itself starts you right here. It's going to be down here at the dock, and you've got a truck right there. And we come straight out. This little gas station area right here, this is actually the store. So this is where everything is going to pop up. Instead of Buc-ee's, we have Duckies. Love that. Now, the area is quite small. And yes, that is true. And yes, you do own everything by default. If you get rid of the outside of the map, you're going to be getting rid of a lot of the area. So maybe just don't do that. You can get rid of a few of the spots, I guess, if you wanted to. But I mean, you know, you probably just don't want to do that. Yeah, just don't do that. Also, there's some very cool areas like all the way through here. You get the limestone areas. Now, of course, limestone is going to be purchased right here. Not going to be doing anything. There are palm trees on the map, and these palm trees can be destroyed by using a jackhammer. Same thing with the rocks everywhere. That's pretty sweet. There is a custom shipping container. So the shipping container actually works just like in the liftable Pallets of Bells mod that's got the shipping container from Yos. It's basically the exact same thing. However, that one... well, I guess it's the same. Here's your tiny tug boot too. Easy way to take a boot. It's fun, man. It's fun. I wish we could put that on other maps. You could. There's nothing stopping you, I guess. So look out for that, I guess. I don't know. We got a couple spots out here and then into the map itself. It's quite small. I mean, this is it right here. So you're not going to be doing as much farming, but I still think it'll be okay. It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool indeed. Let's take a look real quick, see if there's anything else. We got our house right there, and we've got a silo. Let's see, down here, what is that? Water tower, very nice. And we got a nice cell point through there. Not too shabby, man. Not too shabby at all. Let's poke around, take a look at crops. No new crops. However, crop calendar, we do have one of those. Very nice. Animals, no animals at least to speak of yet, but you could have some if you wanted to. We also have no contracts because we own everything. And we also have no owned productions, but there is the Barehaven sawmill, or you could place down your own and you're good to go. As far as everything else, we can take a look at the vehicles. We do get quite a good amount. The boat doesn't come by standard. You have to buy that, which I did, but everything else starts base game. So you've got what, like one of everything to start with? Yeah, one of everything. Who doesn't want one of everything? It's fantastic. This is definitely a super duper unique map, but I will say this as well. Squiggles, the modder of this, they're a pretty unique modder. So this is not outside their wheelhouse. Like, different and unique is kind of what they specialize in. And I appreciate that 100%. Squiggles never change. And I guess just to take a look at this. So here's our boat. That's how it starts. And then you can either raise it up or you could drop it down, however you like. We'll show you how that works. So we've got our wheels that are kind of up in it. And then when we drop those down, see when it turns white? That's actually when it's like making contact. And it keeps going up as well. So we do actually have a decent amount there. Of course, we've got our turning, so all of that is there. We do get a little bit of turning at the back as well, so that is very cool. And it's pretty bouncy when you're not in the water. So do be careful with it. I think you could probably flip it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That happened very fast. So in order to do that, now we gotta reset it again. But once you get your boat, how about this? Let's go back to the way it's supposed to be. You got your boat, right? Take it, raise it up just a little bit so you're able to drive. Go slow with it. Go left, and then immediately crank right. Right down through here, we've got a ramp, which will go right down into the water. And we can just drive straight in. And from there, just adjust however you like the height, and the height will be pretty much the same all the way around. And that is it. Also, I didn't mention anything about this, but there's no required mods for this either. Everything that you need is included with the mod itself, and there's only 2 things in there to begin with. This is a super cool map, man. If you want something a little different, and you just want to do something, new, try this. Definitely. Now we're going to jump over to updates for all platforms, and we have the Lizard 379, and holy cow, this has got a big update. Since version 1.2, they've added a long chassis 6x4 model. They've added a new cabin roof being a little higher than the original chassis options with water tank, added new engine power, added new visors, alert light bar, interior with new materials. They've added new interior colors, fenders, bumpers, front grille, designed to the front of the hood. They've got hood glass, which can now be changed to any color. Optional light in the cabin with full roof. They've added new stickers. Capo logos can be changed. Logos now also have the function to change colors. Added new steering wheel. Truck sounds have been adjusted. Added new truck sounds in general. Added round mirrors as an option. Added design to the windows. Added a spoiler in the cabin. Added round double headlight model. Custom sides. Hinge braking option. Added new cabin protector. Added reversed whistle sounds, which is optional. New material for the metal parts. Fix the error with interrupted siding. And fix the minor texture errors. They do say that it is necessary to sell and buy the vehicle again to have the best experience, aka the truck needs a new game save, basically. So sell your old one, buy a new one, and you'll be good to go. Next up, we got the JCB Fastrac 8000 icon from Rawson Mods. This will be version 1103 at the bottom. They fixed the minor log errors and fixed some interior decals. Also from Rawson Mods, we have the JCB Teletruck. This will be version 1002. Reverse the reduced light brightness. Yeah. From Gamer Designs, this 669 Chippa version 1.1. They fixed the wheels and tracks from sinking, fixed being able to transport on low body, fixed the exhaust node, made the lights slightly brighter, and adjusted the cut node. A very involved mod with tons of customization. The Volvo FH16 South America. This will be version 1.2. They've added an optional camera for rear view mirrors, which does require the Mercedes-Benz Trucks pack, so make sure you have that. They've also added a reverse camera, which also requires that. They fixed an issue that caused some pieces to lose the color of the stickers when reloading the game, and they've added front license plate light. Last vehicle, we had the Voucher Valmont Series 8X50 version 1005. Rims from Paul and AEN Design from the FS22 versions have been installed. Also, approval has been available. They have the front PTO from Paul and AEN Design from FS22 install. Approval available, and separate color selection for hood, top, and cab. Now let's check out some tools. We have the Rolmaco OptiCrop 1001. Added configuration for selecting the lowering height of the machine to better match the original and mod tractors. Amazon Kron 200 pack version 1001 replaced the wrong normal map. John Deere 34 version 1.1 added support for vehicle years mod and improved the textures. Also, I like pointing this out. Plus it's ADUB, so I think it's funny. You can see over here the store deliveries mod. Every once in a while I accidentally have it shown in one of my videos and somebody will call me out for it. So, hey, I gotta do the same thing. I got you, A-Dub. I got you. Next, the Michelino AM19 version 1002. They've added a rear attachment configuration, fixed some issues of the trailer weight, and increased translations for their languages. And last tool, the Certa 40 Integral version 1001 solved the planting problem. Now, with that being said, we also have updates for Placeables, quite a few of them, in fact. We have the Animals Placeables Pack 1001. They fixed all non-functioning triggers. Liquid Fertilizer Production version 1.1. They compressed the mod file size, fixed the duplicate L10 and entry fill type liquid fertilizer error, and adjusted recipes and made them more realistic. Country Bakery 1001. Mod description version adjusted. They've also production and speed improved. Yeah, and textures changed. I could have read that differently. Next, Field Storage 1.5 corrected collisions, increased capacity, and added bond silage. Rudolph Orman Silo 1.5. Oh my goodness. There it is. Before applying this update, warning! You must empty the silo completely of grains and storage due to the fixes within the main files. The fixed fill planes. There you go. More of a calm update to the Horman Building Pack, version 1.1. They fixed the outstanding issues on some buildings, fixed the solar panels, and improved the triggers. Old German Barn Pack 1.0.1. Sheep pen has been expanded to accommodate 25 sheep. Oof, it needs more. Added sliding doors and fixed small bugs. And lastly, we have a couple of updates for maps. The first one is Polygony. This will be version 1.2.1. Integration of the Highlands Fishing DLC features onto the map. Fixed conflict with the Straw Harvest and Highlands Fishing DLC. Fixed some effects related to the new crops. Fixed you can now feed the cows again by placing a bell directly in the base farm. Adjusted the tip collisions at the double BGA silo. Adjusted some values of the new crops for the precision farming. Adjusted production values for certain crops. Improved the vetch rye texture. Addition of the ability to mulch clover and cover crops. And various fixes. And lastly, we have an update to the Hazelnut Farms map version 1.0.1 from Nuclear Salmon Shanty Boy Map Creations. What happened, dudes? Down at the bottom, we can see the changelog. They got a fix for Farmland 77 issues where the player fell through the map. The car in the ground was removed from the town, and a new save game is required. And that is it. Not only do we have a new map, we had JCB attachments, fish food production, a Pallet Autoload. Oh man, yeah. And did we even mention that Lizard 379 update? What a day today has been. I am so ready to get some sleep. You have no idea. It's been a long day. So hope you guys have an awesome one. Yes, I did just burp. I'm going to leave that in. Hope you have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you guys on Monday.